the intro.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, class. Logan is a movie written and directed by James Mangold, starring Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Dafne Keen, and Boyd Holbrook.
Holbrook, yeah.
As the baddish guy, sort of, with the robot hand. Basically, a road trip movie. But it's amazing. It's a really like the best road trip movie. You have Wolverine, who's all old and washed up, and he's all sad because all the X-Men are dead. And then Xavier's all senile and whatnot, and he's all sad too, because all the mutants are dead. And then they stumble upon this girl who's trying to get to North Dakota, and I don't know, that's basically their adventure. And everything in this movie is amazing. It's from the very opening scene, which was just Wolverine slicing people up, and then to my favorite scene in the hotel where he's like going down the hall.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
And the one guy is all like shaking because he's getting his mind melted, and then he like slowly turns. You see his eyes move, and then he gets stabbed in the head.
I loved it. The plot was great. You see Logan a bit older. It's a lot more raw. A bunch of emotion. It's just kind of depressing to see him and Professor X in the format that they're in. Super sad. Obviously, the ending. You know, it's Hugh Jackman's last movie as Wolverine, so you kind of see that as him going out on his last cowboy ride into the...
It's loosely based off in this comic, Old Man Logan, and the only thing similar is Wolverine's old, and they go on a road trip, and that's
there
it.
You go.
The pictures of this movie are pretty great. Wolverine, we've had 15 years to get to know him, and so you're really attached to this character and whatnot, and then especially at the end when he dies, you really feel it. Something that other franchises like DC don't understand. You can't just kill off one of your main characters in your first movie, or second, I guess. But Patrick Stewart is really, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's really good.
His best performance as Professor Xavier. Dafne Keen is, maybe the best part.
Yeah.
Of, like all around. She kicks a lot of butt too, killing everybody, which is great. And the scene where she walks out with carrying the head and rolls it down, that's my favorite with her.
The scene was incredible in this movie. Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Dafne Keen, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all do a great job with it. Dafne Keen especially, being introduced into the X-Men as X-23. She's phenomenal. I'm really excited to see what she looks like in the other movies, hoping that she comes into some other movies, who knows.
Bad job from the main characters. Yeah. We get to the sad, touching scenes and whatnot, which for me the saddest scene was when Professor X died, because I like Professor X a lot, and he was basically remembering that it was his fault that he killed the X-Men. He was super sad and everything, and he thought he was venting it to Logan, and it turns out he wasn't. So then X-24 stabs him in the chest, and then real Logan runs up and he's like, "It wasn't me, it wasn't me." And then neither of them get the closure that they would have wanted to have, trying to get to that boat and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. It made me sad.
The thing that got me, and I held it till the end, but once Hugh Jackman, or Logan, after the fight with X-24, and he's thrown into the log, and it's right through his stomach, he's had blood going everywhere. The part that got me, and I even held it up to that point, but when X-23 comes over and she finally addresses him as Dad, and she says, "Dad, I love you," and then Logan, this is where it got me. But when he says, "Oh, so this is what it finally feels like," I don't know, that tied the whole movie together for me, because throughout the trip, you have Professor X and Logan disputing whether or not they should even be helping X-23, because Professor X keeps trying to tell Logan that she's his dog. At one point in the movie, he mentions, "Logan, do you, you gotta have some remorse for helping this girl. You gotta feel good about this. You can't just be helping her for nothing." And Logan's like, "No, we need to get her out of here, But, at the end, when he says this is what it feels like, I think he kind of meant this is finally what it feels like to be helping people and to have care for others and to truly feel like you're being involved in something special. And also, obviously, this is what it feels like to die. That got me. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
All right, favorite thing. What'd you like most about this movie?
The action and everything, and It makes me look forward to future, like as amazing as Hugh Jackman was and everything. The fact that now that this movie did so well and was super good, that we could get more Wolverine movies that are this violent, and maybe one where he's into the suit.
My favorite thing was, let's see, I mean, the action was just phenomenal. X-23's any scene she was fighting in was just insane. It was really good. Favorite thing was the fact that they paid attention to so much detail in this movie. Having a rated R rating really allowed them to kind of venture out and just add some really great effects to fight sequences. But such things like when Logan pulls out his claws, they have blood coming out of his hands from where the claws are, you know, erupting through his skin. So those kind of details, I appreciated it so much more because it just makes it that much more realistic.
And then the least favorite things, I guess, nitpicky kind of is I wish he was in the suit, and then I wish Mr. Sinister was like Mr. Sinister, like that was his name, like the head scientist guy that clones everybody and clones Wolverine to X-24, like in like comic-y stuff. His name's Mr. Sinister. But I get why they didn't do it, to make it keep the like realism kind of thing going.
My least favorite thing, probably a little nitpicky, predictability in the movie. So, obviously being Hugh Jackman's last movie, as he had said, and Logan, the type of setting they set up with the trailer, it was a little predictable in the sense that you knew where it was going towards the end. They added some things in the movie too that were a little predictable. Like when they alluded to the silver bullet having significance, which, I mean, you know, obviously they're going to do. But they also alluded to things like when Logan's going to use the needle to inject himself with all of it, even though they specifically told him not to do that. But, so that predictability problem.
It makes me extremely excited for future stuff where we'll hopefully get Wolverine in like the suit, and it's going to be hopefully super violent all the time now, just like it should.
Yeah, the movie was phenomenal. The acting, the character development, the plot, all of it was great. They built it up perfectly. Logan, or Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, all the actors in this were phenomenal. It's one of the more riveting, raw, emotional comic book hero movies out there, so if you're looking for that especially, definitely go out and see this movie. If you haven't, it's super exciting to watch. The action's great, and they just really build it out throughout the whole movie just perfectly.
Overall, out of our made-up scale,
Oh my god.
I'll pop my claws again, and I'll give it a perfect Brotastic score.
Ooh,
100. A plus.
Yep, I'm gonna have to agree with Kyle. Brotastic. Phenomenal movie.
Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood video editor, Spider-Man here, and just want to say a quick thing about, you probably noticed the slight grainy kind of thing going on at the top part of the video, and this is because we have a kind of poofy camera, and then it was going out of focus and focusing on like the backdrop instead of us, which is hopefully an issue that'll be fixed in the future once we get a better camera and whatnot. But yeah, so I tried to cover it up the best I could. Kind of looks it'll be better. It'll be better in the future, I promise. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. Sorry about that, and we'll have it fixed soon.
Should we do like some thanks for yeah, do that again real quick.
This side doesn't work. Well, guys, thanks for watching, tuning in. If you want to comment, leave your opinion, drop it down in the comment section. We'll do our best to reply and whatnot, give you feedback. And just thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.